Hi, this video lesson gives a quick summary of the timing circuit using a 555 IC. It is a popular question in the recent O-levels. Because of the many components used in the circuits, students usually got frightened when they attempted the question. Well, don't be. Typically, questions asked pertaining to the 555 IC are how the circuit works, how to adjust the time interval, and how to adjust the time interval easily. Okay, in order to answer to the question of how the circuit works, students must first of all identify the circuit, whether is it a sourcing one or is it a sinking one. A sourcing circuit will have its output pin number 3, tied to the ground. On the reverse, a sinking circuit will have its output pin tied to the supply. A sourcing circuit will have the LED output, whereby it is first off and then turn on and off again. Okay, to help you to remember it easily, just remember it as off, on, off. This is how you will explain how the circuit works. When the switch is pressed, the LED lights up and C1 starts to charge up via R1. When it has charged up to a certain voltage, 555 switches off the LED. So remember, initially the LED is off. When the switch is pressed, it is turned on, and after the R1 is charged up to a certain voltage, or rather C1 is charged up to a certain voltage, 555 switches off the LED. So you have off, on, off. A sinking circuit will have its LED giving on, off, on. Before the switch is even pressed, the LED, because it is connected to the supply, it is turned on. So when the switch is pressed, LED switches off and C1 start to charge up via R1. When it has charged up to a certain voltage, 555 switches on the LED. So initially it is already on. When the switch is pressed, it will be off, and after that on again. Okay, how then can we adjust the time interval? Okay, you will notice that in the circuit here, there is a resistor and a capacitor. In fact, the circuit that is typically shown in the question, there may be other resistors and capacitors. What you have to look out for is the resistor and capacitor that is tied to pin 6 and 7. Okay, these will be the two components that you're interested in. The time interval is determined by this formula, 1.1 multiplied by R1 multiplied by C1. So in order to, if you want to increase the time interval, you need to increase either R1 or C1. And how then can we adjust the time interval easily? Okay, simply replace your resistor here with a variable resistor. Because the resistance is easily adjustable, you are able to adjust the time interval easily.